Hey guys, welcome to the channel Techbeast.org. So today what we are going to see is all about Nginx. Nginx is an open source web server for all your needs basically. So today I think most of us have heard about Apache web server, which was powering up a lot of websites around the world for the past few years, and now Nginx is something like booming, and due to its user-friendly configuration files and there are some advanced features available, Nginx is now used in a lot of industries around the world. Okay, so basically this is a three part series, and this is a part one of this video, and which is installation and configuration. So where I will show you how to install Nginx in your machine and how you can configure it, how you can serve your own websites, and how you can run PHP and all these kind of stuffs using this Nginx web server. Okay, so what Nginx can do for you? So basically it's a HTTP server. Okay, so when the client is asking something and the server will respond. So basically it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so it can act as a HTTP server, and it can act as a reverse proxy server. So reverse proxy server is something like a server which is in front of your main server. So instead of server directly sending you all the information, it will use this reverse proxy server. Okay, so Nginx can act as a reverse proxy server, and it can act as a load balancer. So let's say if you have two or three servers running on, and if you can run Nginx in front of it, and Nginx will balance all the loads between these two or three servers which you are running. And it can act as a mail proxy server, and it can also act as a HTTP cache. Okay, so there are a lot of benefits around using this Nginx. Okay, so next, why Nginx? Okay, so how it is different from Apache, and why we should take a look at Nginx in today's scenario. So Nginx can handle concurrent clients and more web traffic, okay, better than Apache. So today already Nginx is powering up thousands of web servers around the world, and a lot of industries are using this Nginx, okay, as their web server. So there are already open source version is available, and also enterprise version is available. So here we are just going to take a look at open source version of this Nginx, and we are going to set up everything from the scratch. Okay, so it can serve static contents faster than Apache web server. So let's say if you're hosting your websites somewhere, you can consider using Nginx, and which will serve files faster for the users. And it has a highly scalable architecture, and it's a single thread which can handle multiple connections. Okay, so that's some of the features of Nginx. And now straight away I'm gonna take you to hands-on, and so let's get our hands dirty by installing a fresh Nginx in your machine, and how you can run or fire up your first web application. Okay, yeah. Okay, so now I'm in my Ubuntu machine, where I'm going to show you how to install Nginx from the scratch. Okay, so when it comes to Ubuntu, it's always easy to install packages just by typing sudo apt dash get install. So in the same way, installing Nginx is also pretty straightforward, and it is easy. So you can just type sudo apt dash get install Nginx. Okay, so this will install all the Nginx packages. I'm just going to give S, and it will install all the dependencies and the packages needed for your to run the Nginx in your Ubuntu machine. Okay, so it will take a while, and you can see the Nginx now successfully installed here. So you can always check the status of this Nginx, whether it is successfully installed and it is running or not. So just by typing sudo systemctl status Nginx. Okay, so this will show you whether Nginx is properly installed and running. Wow, that's great. So it's active and it's running. So now I can just make a simple curl by typing localhost. Okay, so this will respond with a beautiful welcome to Nginx web page. Okay, so now for this video, I'm just using an AWS instance machine. So basically, this is the public IP of the machine which I'm using for this video. So now when I just reload this page, you can see, okay, welcome to Nginx. My Nginx has been successfully installed, and it's serving a web page just by saying that, hey buddy, I'm running in a good condition. Okay, so you can always you can always create your own custom Nginx web pages, and to serve your own static web pages or whatever you want to run some databases, you can use Nginx for that purpose. So basically, this is the default web page served by Nginx, and how we can able to edit it and how we can able to run our own custom web pages. Okay, so that is so important. So now for that, I am just going to run as a sudo su so that I don't want to use sudo command all the time. So let me just go to cd/etc nginx. Okay, so this is where all your configuration file will be residing. Okay, so /etc/nginx, and this is the folder where all your files related to this nginx will be available. So now the default configuration file is cat space nginx.conf. Let me show you what is available inside. So basically, Nginx will create a user www-data. So this will be the default user which Nginx will make use of, and it will run this PID all these process. Okay, so if you want, you can always run as a root user also. Okay, so now all the this is the basic HTTP configurations, and these are all the access logs and error logs file which you can find under var log nginx folder. And this is something important. So this is where all the configuration file, the custom configuration file which we are going to create and we are going to see in this video, will be available inside this conf.d directory. Okay, so and /nginx/sites dash enable. So basically, these two folders Nginx server will look for available configuration files, and this is something for the mail server. Okay, so which you can make use of. Okay, to send emails and all these kind of stuffs. Okay, so now let me just go to this sites dash enable folder. Okay, change directory sites dash enabled, and you can see there is a file called default which has a link. Okay, so the file etc/nginx/sites available/default, this file is already linked to this sites dash enabled folder. Okay, so if we want to create our own custom configuration file, we need to unlink this, and we want to edit or create our own custom configuration file. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unlink this default file. Okay, so now when you check what is inside this folder, there is nothing. Okay, so now we have successfully unlinked. So now you can just go to conf.d folder, and you can create your own configuration file for this. Okay, so now let me just name this configuration as I'm going to create a configuration file, for example, a nano techbeast .local.conf. So basically, this can be anything. So for example, if you're running some example.com or some xyz.com, so you can just create a configuration file under the name example.com.conf. Okay, so this is my configuration file basically. So the configuration file, it all starts with server. Okay, so this is the basic configuration file which we are going to take a look at now. And so the server will always listen on port 80 by default, and if you want to change different ports, you're good to do it. You're good to go, and you can do it. So listen 80, the server will listen on port 80, and we need to specify the index file. Okay, so I'm just going to specify some index file formats, which is index.html, index.htm, and index.php. So basically, this Nginx server will look for this index files in the order which we specify. So index.html, index.htm, and index.php. It will look for the files in this order. Okay, so now we can give a name for our server. So server name is something like techbeast.local. Okay, so this is the server name, and you can give a custom name according to your website which you're going to serve. Okay, and finally, the root directory of all your website contents. Okay, the HTML files and all these files which will be available inside a folder, and that's the root directory. So in my case, I'm just going to create a folder /var www/techbeast dot local. Okay, so this will be my configuration, I mean the root folder where all my HTML files will be available. Okay, by default Nginx will be available under /var www/html. Okay, I will show you in a while. So let me save this configuration file. Okay, so So maybe the configuration file nginx as a command, nginx dash t. So this command you can always use to check whether your configuration file is correct or not. Okay, in case if you have any errors, the system will throw error and you can rectify it. So now when I type nginx dash t, it will show your syntax is okay and the test is successful. Okay. So as I said, now let me show you the default location of this Nginx. So when you install Nginx, all your configuration file will be available under change directory /var www html. Okay, so under this directory, you can see an index file. So which is the file which is serving this welcome to nginx page. Okay, so basically so now we are not going to use this. Instead we are asking our configuration file to tell nginx to use a custom location. Okay, so now let me just create the folder which we specified there. So make directory techbeast.local. So techbeast.local. Okay, that's great. So we have created a folder techbeast.local, and let me just go to it. Techbeast.local. So now there is nothing inside. So let me just create a simple index.html file. Index.html file. Okay, so this is a simple nginx web page. Okay, just for testing. Okay, so that our nginx and our configuration is good to go. Okay, so that's it. So let me just save it, and after you finish all your configuration changes and everything, you should always reload nginx. Okay, that's a best practice, so that all the configuration changes will take effect. So you can reload your nginx by the command systemctl reload nginx. Okay, so this will reload the nginx, and now when you navigate to your web server and when you reload, you can see the your web server is serving content from the path which you specified, your custom path. So this is a simple nginx web page. Okay, that's so great. So now okay, so this is just a text which is showing. So we want something beautiful, and in your case you're going to host your websites or something else, right? So instead for this video you can just go to this folder which contains some beautiful index page and some free open source software, list of free open source softwares, and some error pages. Okay, so I will show you how you can configure your own custom error pages and all these kind of stuffs. Okay, so now let me just go to the root directory, sorry, I mean the home directory, and let me just clone. So git clone this repository. Okay, so this will clone all this will clone the complete repository inside my machine. Okay, so you can see the nginx dash basics is available here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move all these so files. So when you take a look at it, what is inside this nginx basics folder, there's a 400 html file, 5.x html file, and some web pages and some index pages which we are going to see in a while. So I just want to move all these files inside this var www techbeast.local which we created. Okay, so move dash v, so slash home ubuntu nginx dash basics star. Okay, slash var www techbeast.local. Okay, okay, that's great. So now we are this command will move all the files and folder inside this techbeast.local folder. So change directory var www techbeast.local. So now when I list, you can see all the files already moved here, and now if you go and reload your web page, you can see a beautiful website, a simple website. Welcome to techbeast.org, and this is a simple welcome page powered by Nginx. So in this way, you can serve your own websites, or you can host your own websites in a cloud environment, and you can configure the domain name to serve the clients or some beautiful websites. Okay, so okay, so next step. So what we are going to do next, we are going to serve, this is just an index page, how I can serve multiple pages based on the requests. Okay, so here, for example, click for more open source projects. When I click, So it's taking me to a path called /FOSS, free open source software. So this path is not available because we did not configure this path in our Nginx configuration file, and that's why Nginx is serving this 404 not found error. Okay, let's go to our configuration file and configure this path. Change directory /etc nginx conf.d. So this is the folder where our configuration file is available, and just type nano techbeast.local.conf. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to configure the location and the path of the for path of the URL to make nginx serve the contents. Okay, so let me just type location. Okay, so location slash, so this will serve all the uh, this is the default root path which will serve all the files. For example, I'm just configuring this location slash. By default, this slash is a root directory. Okay, slash var www.techbeast.local. Okay, so try files $URI and $URI slash $URI.html and even a 400 error page. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm just telling Nginx configuration, like whatever the request coming in this default location, you just check whether files are available. You can check some other folders, subpaths, and you can check for the .html file, and you can even return a 400 error page. So this is the default configuration location which we need to specify. And now for custom paths, for example, location /FOSS. So now we need to serve some contents. Okay, so when the user requests this /FOSS, there should be some contents to be served by our Nginx. Okay, so let's just use the same configuration. Try files and $URI, and you can just serve this FOSS.html. Okay, that's great. So this is the file which is available inside our clone directory, which you just cloned. Okay, FOSS.html. We are just going to serve this file when user requests this page. Okay, so let me just save my Nginx, and as I said, you can check your configuration just by typing nginx-t, and my configuration is correct. The syntax is correct, and you need to reload it. Systemctl reload nginx. Okay, so this will reload the nginx. So now if I go and reload my page, you can see my nginx is serving a web page with some beautiful contents. Okay, FOSS. So these are all some list of available free open source softwares, and this way you can serve multiple pages. Okay, so multiple pages inside your website. For example, a simple index page, a simple about us, a simple portfolio, a contact us page, and all these pages you can serve using this nginx. Okay, so now let me request for some other pages which is not available. For example, my page. So this page we did not configure. So let me just load it. So you can see it's a bad request because the page which we are requesting is not available, and nginx was not able to serve it. Okay, so this page error pages is something like a pretty old fashioned, right? So if you want to create your own custom error pages, how you can do it? You can always use the Nginx configuration files, and you can edit and all these kind of stuffs you can do to serve your own custom error pages. Okay, let me show you how. So nano techbeast.local.conf. Okay, so now let me create a error page, a custom error page. Okay, so error page. Okay, for example, 400 and 404 error /400.html. Okay, so this is the error page which I'm gonna serve. So for that, just going to tell location, just specify the location /400.html, and I'm asking Nginx to serve this file internally. Okay, so meaning whenever a page which you request is not available, Nginx will forward the request internally. Okay, internally to serve this 400.html file. Okay, so that's great. So now let me just save it. Okay, so let me check the configuration file, and the configuration file is okay. And systemctl reload nginx. Okay, so this will reload the nginx, and now let's just reload this page. Wow, that's great. You can see a custom beautiful 400 error page which we just configured. Nginx will serve. You can search for all the files, which is files and location which is not available. For example, techbeast.org. there is no such path. So page not found, sorry. This is a simple for not X page powered by Nginx. Okay, so this is something which is related to the request which is not available and cannot be able to serve with the server. So in case there is any issue with server, the server will always respond with something like 50x series. So in your day-to-day life, if you're using browsers a lot, you should have came across all these 4.0x error and 5.0x error terms. Okay, so 500 is something like internal server error and which is related to server. So how you can serve such 50x errors? Okay, so let me go to the configuration file, nanotech.local.conf. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the same error page configuration and just going to paste it. Okay, so instead of 400, I'm just going to replace it with 500, 502, 503, 504, and and it will serve the 50x.html file. 50x.html. Okay, same. So we are just asking Nginx to forward it internally. Okay, so now let me save the configuration file. Okay, sorry, before that, how we can test or how we can simulate this 500 internal server error. Okay, so then only we can test whether the configuration is working fine or not. Okay, so for that, what you can do is you can just create a custom location, custom path, which is for 500 error. Okay, so 500 error. So what you can do is you can just create a error. You can just simulate error by using the command fastcgi underscore pass, and you can just specify this is this is error. This is something, some random path. So normally this slashes is not available. Okay, I'm just simulating a internal server error using this command. Okay, so now I'm just checking whether everything is correct or not. So you should make sure that you always keep the semicolon at the end of each and every line. Okay, so now let me just save it. Okay, and I'm just going to check my configuration file, nginx-t. Okay, that's great. My configuration file looks okay, and I'm going to systemctl reload nginx. I'm just going to reload it. Okay, so now when I just navigate to 500 error, you can see, wow, there seems some server error. This is a simple 50x page powered by Nginx. Okay, so in this way, you can serve your websites in a meaningful way. Okay, so different parts you can serve different contents. In case there is an issue with some pages not found, you can serve a 404 error page, and if there is some internal server error, you can serve a 50x pages. Okay, so that is pretty simple, and you can always use Nginx configuration files to achieve all these kind of stuffs. So thanks for watching, guys. In the next part of this video, I will show you how you can secure the same website. Okay, so created by us just now in this part one of the video, and how you can use your self-signed certificate to serve content securely, and how you can whitelist the IP addresses where you can access your server from and block all the other sources, and some security features. We will take a look at it. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you feel the channel is really useful for your career or while building some fun projects. Feel free to subscribe and share your comments, and let's make technology easy peasy for everyone. Thanks for watching.